So this oil you see on the ground is a direct result of doing this. And you get to watch me try and take this power steering pump off. So the power steering pump was just dumping fluid right out of the shaft here. And the first thing we gotta do is get the belt off.
Wrong bolt.
I immediately grabbed the wrong side socket. I can't even get on the bolt.
Bruh. What?
Eventually I get the right size, but I still have too small of a breaker bar, so I don't have enough leverage to get it off. So I'm still struggling. Eventually I get the big boy, and I get it off no problem. Pretty easy. Should have just started there. So now I spin the pulley around for no reason for 2 minutes while I try and understand how this comes apart. I realize I have to take the pulley off because the new pump doesn't have one, and it's also blocking all of the bolts that hold the pump on. So I have to get a pulley puller because this pulley is pressed onto the shaft. Now this has become a lot bigger project than I originally thought. So I'm just going to take the fan shroud off. I'm doing this so I have more room to get the pulley puller onto the pulley. Down here, these are going to snap off or something. These are going to be a pain in my ass. Look at that one. You see how disgusting that one is? This is going to suck. So I spin this bolt for about 2 minutes before I realize the nut on the backside is spinning with it. Yeah, okay, so it's got a nut on the back. So I need a wrench. Back with a wrench. Now let's snap it off. Why? Thank you. Now this is the one I'm scared about. This thing is so crusty. I don't even know how it gets this crusty. I'm gonna round this head off. Guarantee. What? Nah. Please don't break. Please don't strip out. Okay, so rounded it off instantly. Let's try this thing out. So I'm using one of those extractor sockets that you pound on and it kind of like bites into it. And then it's supposed to work well. Kind of grab onto it regardless of the sides of the head or whatever. So I'm just pounding away with all my might right here. Okay, I guess. I thought the heat would help, you know, free up the bolt, but it really just melted the plastic and made it softer, so it broke easier. And then it also made like everything hot that I touched, so really backfired really badly. Oh my god. Dude! Fuck! I'm just tearing a giant hole in the fan shroud. Sweet. Awesome. Okay. Cool. Whoever put these bolts in here, I hope they... Okay, so I got it out. Just ripped it out of the other side because these were... I couldn't even get a wrench on these nuts. Like, they were stuffed up in there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to do some repairs to this thing. Great. And the other half. But I guess now I can get to the pulley. Yay! Now, instead of going to the parts store and getting the rental tool I needed to take the pulley off, I didn't feel like doing that, but I still felt like doing something that day, so I fixed the fan shroud. I just took some random sheet metal I found in the shed and riveted it to the plastic shroud. I just eyeballed everything real quick. That's why there's a couple holes there. But it actually works pretty good. Now, I'm going to ignore these fins that are all missing in the bottom of the radiator here. Don't know what's up with that, but it probably has something to do with this band that's just slapping the fan here. The whole thing came out when I yanked on it, so problem solved there. So I went to O'Reilly's, and I got the puller. And I'm going to have to put it on there. Hopefully it comes off, okay, I'm hoping it was oil that leaked out, lubricated that, and it's not seized on with rust. I did some research and stuff on how to do this, and it seems like the best way to do it is with an impact, and I definitely don't think I have enough room for an impact. So this is gonna suck. So the only wrench I have this size is this tiny double ender. So this is gonna really suck. Oh, hell yeah. Now I should be able to get to these bolts that hold the alternator on. And then I can take the pump off. I'm gonna try taking this hose off, because maybe it'll be easier now. The other one I'm gonna leave, because I think it'll be easier later. Oh my God. Here I realized that there's more than just those 3 bolts that hold this on, and it's pretty much attached to that black bracket back there, so I have to take that off now. That nut or whatever, I don't even know what it is. It's witchcraft. So I just decided to take this whole bracket off to get that out. And I somehow did not snap these nuts off. I don't know how. So while this was cooling off, I took this line out that, you know how I said earlier, I'm gonna leave that one on because I think it'll be easier. It wasn't. It was a massive pain. But now, I should be able to take this out. I really hope so. Come here. What was that? Something just fell. The pump wouldn't fit through here, so I ended up loosening the whole alternator bracket. Do I have to take this whole alternator bracket off? I got it loosened up. Please come out. Thank God. So now I'm gonna have to remove all this stuff. I'm gonna do the right thing and just use an impact and hope everything comes off nice and easy. Bracket. This stupid shoulder is getting in the way of my fat ass socket. I pray that this works, dude. This is not gonna work. Oh my God, it worked. Let's go. Now, this thing comes out of here. Wow, I really messed that up. There we go. Huh. This says 2004 in it. So this was replaced in December. Oh, this was made in December 6, 2004. So this was replaced sometime after that. Interesting. Not the first power steering pump. So I took this, whatever, fitting out. And I'm gonna pull these plugs out. Really tight. And I'm gonna take some of this oil that's here, go around the O-ring, with it, and hopefully this slides on easily. This reservoir. Hammer time. I'm gonna see if I can get this on. Got it on, and I got the fittings and stuff started, so. Okay, so I got it all back together, ready to go in. I did have to take it apart because I forgot the seals that go in there. So I took it apart, put it together again. Now it's ready to go in. And I'm gonna spare you the grief of me trying to fit this in. Got it installed, wasn't too bad. That line still sucked. But yeah, now I just gotta put the pulley on, and then we get to see if it works. Pulley's on, belt's on. I'm gonna put some fluid in it. I don't think I have anything close to enough. Oops. Yeah, you can't even see it in there. It works. Got the shroud back on, radiator hose. We are all done. That wasn't so bad, was it?